Ooh, sorry, y'all. I am ill prepared. How is everybody doing? Probably gonna be a quiet night. I'm not expecting a lot of people coming in. But we are almost to 100 subscribers on this channel. That to me is absolutely mind-boggling. Be nice if we could get way more people coming in. But oh, cool. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. But my box right now is pretty full of animals. I haven't even touched the small guys because there are so many of these slightly bigger ones to go through. So, I'm going to get busy. And we're going to start off with some of the larger animals that are in the collection. The first one we have is my very first animal that I ever bought. Back when I believe it was PetSmart was selling them. They no longer sell Safari Ltd, or at least the one by me doesn't. This is the white tiger. When I first bought it, it actually smelled like tar. It didn't smell very good. And I haven't reviewed this one yet, I don't think. Maybe I have. It has a very angry face, I feel like. Not a fan, but it is a white tiger. White tigers, not a good thing, guys. Not a good thing. The next animal, we very often think of it as being a African animal, but at one time, these animals could be found all the way to India, and that is the cheetah. There may be pockets of Asian cheetahs left, but that would be pockets. So, yeah. Next, we have the tigers. And there are a bunch of them. Believe this is a Siberian. Don't hold me to that. She looks like she's getting ready to playfully slap a cub or something. I don't know. We have, believe, this could be another Siberian. And there are two of them. Mo and Larry. And then we have what I'm pretty sure is a Bengal. Now, what I didn't realize, and I got to be this old, Curly. What I didn't know is that the species name is tiger, and everything else is just a subspecies. Never knew that until recently. The next animal that we have is the orangutan. Now, this is as good as I get. I've looked at some of the others, and I don't really care for them. This is an African lion, but there are lions in India. So that's why I put him up. We have the red panda, which I believe is the animal that is up for shorts on the channel this week. He's a very cute little guy. But I think next week, is even cuter. Or eventually. Yes. Actually, it's not Indian lion, it's Asian lion. Asiatic lion. We have the Babirusa, a tropical pig that literally has tusk growing out of the skin. And that's what he looks like. Sorry, did not mean to show you that he's a male. We then have the Asian elephant, and I believe this is a female. I've been checking under the skirt, just in case. Female Asiatics don't always have tusk. They can, but not always. I think we've already talked about on my other channel the difference between the African and Asian elephants. Next up, we have one of the largest animals in Asia. I said one. This is the greater one-horned rhino, or the Indian rhino. And as the name suggests, they only have one horn. There are 3 species of rhino in Asia. There's the greater one-horned, the Javan, and the Sumatran. And right now, I have 2 of those in my collection. No. They may switch out the names, but no, it's an Asian elephant. There might be some subspecies going on, but basically it's Asian. This is the Sumatran rhino. These guys are a smaller rhino. They are also one of the hairier of the rhinos, which is what this stuff is. That's actually supposed to be hair. And they actually have 2 horns. I will have to look it up. Right now, if I look it up, I might lose track of what I'm doing. This is the Przewalski's horse, or the Asian wild horse. I'm kind of glad I have this. When I saw it was for sale, I grabbed it. And, yep, it's a male. I love this company. I really do. You never know what you're going to find. Or not find. I sound like a little kid. But yeah, they're a very, very cool animal. We have the clouded leopard, which is, if you don't know, one of my favorite animals. They are not a large cat, but they are an arboreal cat. Very, very cool looking animal. You're not gonna see a lot of black, well, you might see black leopards. But this is a black leopard, not to be confused with a black jaguar. Yeah, meaning they live in trees. They spend a lot of time in the trees. Of course, we have the snow leopard. I think, don't, no, I guess that's not true. I guess I have two truly Himalayan animals in my collection. The snow leopard and the red panda. That's as close up. Now, I have this one in my African section. This is a leopard. Yeah. Leopards can be found throughout Africa, at least sub-Saharan Africa, but they also can be found all the way to India and perhaps even beyond. And one thing about them, they are sort of urban wildlife in some areas. Kind of scary to think of, but yep, it's true. And then we have the panda bear. And I probably have said this 13,000 times, but when I was a kid, they were not pandas. Or they were not bears. They were somewhere between raccoons and bears. How many times am I going to say Nowadays, and I don't know when they did it, but they went in and did genetics and discovered, well, wait a minute, pandas are bears. So yeah, pandas are bears. We have the lynx, and lynxes can be found in North America, they can be found in Europe, and in Asia as well. My lynx is down in the North American section. Dromedary camels. Yes, they are. They are a member of the bear family. Yes. This is the dromedary camel. They can be found in Saudi Arabia, in the Middle East, which technically is Asia, part of the Asian continent, I believe. And yeah, so also can be found in Africa. Another animal that can be found in Asia is the reindeer or caribou. And that's what he looks like, or she. Probably a she. I don't know. I'm not gonna look because that's really weird. But yeah. Close up? Anybody? Close up? Yeah, it doesn't really work. Next up, we have one of the very few monkey species in the collection. If you've been around for a while, you know that I just recently got this guy. This is the no, not Padus monkey, proboscis monkey. And it is a male. Males have the nose. Females don't. And close up, maybe. Will it focus? Not really. No. Okay. I won't torture you guys anymore. We have the gibbon, who's like, looks like he's, I don't know what he's doing. He's like meditating, maybe. He looks like he's meditating. Not the sort of posture I would expect a gibbon to be in, but that's okay. It's more than okay. Yes. We have the wild boar. Again, this is an animal that can be found in multiple areas. And I think that's about as close up as you're going to get. Okay, I think I've said enough. These guys can be found again in Europe and Asia, and thanks to people, also in North America. But they are in Asia, so yay. Yay for Asia. This is the Bactrian camel, not to be confused with the dromedary. These guys come from the Gobi Desert, which is actually a cold desert. So you might notice that these guys, if you see them in zoos, they're quite a bit, have a lot more fur on them than the other camel. Next up, if I can do this without ruining something, we have the moose, or as it is sometimes called, the elk. It is not an elk. This is a moose. We then have my favorite animal, one of my favorite animals, the Komodo dragon. One of, I think, 3 that I have. But he's the biggest. Close up? No. No. I guess not. Let's see. We did the panda. Oh, yeah. We also have what I thought was a ball python. I originally thought this was a ball python. I guess I didn't pay attention when I ordered it. But it is really an albino Burmese python. So, yeah, definitely an Asian animal. Now, I do have some stuff in my box of small stuff that we need to look at, I think. Now, some of those animals we've already looked at, but we're going to look at them again simply because I said so. And I still have not done it. I need to go in and look at settings and try to figure out why nobody ever comes into this live. It might be the fact that it's on a Thursday. Maybe that's why. Maybe Thursdays are just a bad day to do lives on YouTube. I hit something. I have no idea. Oh. So let me set this over someplace where it won't fall and break something. Oh. Oh. I didn't think about it, but let me add 2 more animals to the, or 3 more animals, really. Hold on. I messed up, guys. I know that's hard to believe. But pangolins can be found in Asia. Mine, because I do my animals by continents, and mine resides up with the other African animals. Oryxes can also be found in the Middle East, or which is part of the Asian continent. And vultures can be found throughout Africa and Asia. Mine resides with Africa. And even though this is a grizzly bear, they are a subspecies of brown bear. Brown bears can be found in Asia as well. And now for a bunch of minis. Ow, this is hurting my thumb. So, this is going to be really hard to do because there are animals that live everywhere, and some of them I just don't know. So, this is the yellow-bellied sea snake. They can be found throughout, I believe, the tropical Pacific and probably into the Indian Ocean. We have another of the Komodo dragons. That's him. This is my other yellow-bellied sea snake who they actually has a yellow belly instead of a brown belly. We have a fat-tailed scorpion. Now, these guys can be found in Asia or in the Middle East, as well as Africa. I'm not going to show you all of the whales because what's the point? This is a mini snow leopard. I really struggle with the smaller animals because, well, they're small. Not sure where the bamboo shark is from. But we're going to say Asia. Watch it be Australia. Just because that would be wonderful. We have the other Komodo dragon. Now, we do have a sturgeon, but this is a lake sturgeon, not the other sturgeons that can be found across the world. And there are quite a few of them. We have another panda. And my personal favorite, the other orangutan. We have another Asian elephant. it is really, really hard to sit there with some of these and figure out exactly where everybody comes from because it's just too much. There are tarantulas in India or in Asia, but they're not as hairy as the ones that we have. Hammerheads can be found in Asia, or in Asian waters, I should say, as well as some of the larger whales. I'm not going to take time to sit here and figure out where exactly everybody is from because, you know, there is a thing called time. Okay. So I think that basically I've covered all of the Asian animals. But I just wanted to point out that the only other monkey that I have in my collection, besides the proboscis monkey, is this black spider monkey. So, yeah. I have lots and lots of stuff to put away. And all I can say is, yippee! Oh! I did leave something out. I knew I would. I always do. Somehow. Actually, I left out quite a few things. I just have to think of where everything is. I left out 4. These animals can be found in other locations, so that's probably why I didn't exactly put them in. This is the walrus, but there are different subspecies or different species of walrus. This is just one of them. The coelacanth, which I typically think of being found between Africa and Madagascar, has been found in Asian waters. The saltwater crocodile and other crocodilian species have been found in Asia. For instance, there is a Philippine crocodile. There is the saltwater crocodile, who definitely can be found in Asian waters. There's also a Chinese alligator. I'm not gonna put mine up there because it's a leucistic, and I don't know if that is a thing in the Chinese population. This polar bears can also be found in Asia. So, yeah. There's a lot of animals that I can honestly say that while Europe is still the one continent that I don't have a lot of animals for, because most of the animals are going to be animals that live in other areas, but that is my Asian collection. My Asian collection, because some of these guys can be found in other areas. Tomorrow is Friday, and that means probably nothing to this channel. But for those of you who follow me elsewhere, we are doing, I wanted to say it's a game, but I don't think it's a game. I think, well, that was rude. I don't know what that was. So our next live for this channel will be next Thursday, and we are doing sea mammals in my collection. So we will be looking at all of the sea mammals in my collection. I might actually do that one too on my other channel, just because it grabs people's attention for whatever reason. Friday's live is going to be Tea with Me. Don't forget, you don't have to drink tea if you're going to be there. And you're more than welcome to be there. You are more than welcome to be there. Ugh. I need a haircut. Just know that it can be crazy on my channel, my other channel. So we have sea mammals in my collection, and then Conservation Spotlight, Black-footed ferret. Oopie, I lost my place. And then we're going to do inverts in my collection that are not insects. And surprisingly enough, there are animals that are inverts that are not insects that are in my collection. So yeah. And then we're going to do Conservation Spotlight Babirusa. So that is a whole month of Thursdays that's coming up. And then I'm just going to go over this for the other channel as well. So Friday is Tea with Me, and we are again going over the channel and channel goals. Looking for input on that as much as possible. Game Night Birds, that is Saturday's live. Remember, we are no longer doing Sunday lives on this channel. Learn to Care will be, whoa, nope, I skipped. October 1st, we are doing how to safely share the world with wildlife. And I don't know, we might not do that one just because it's been done and done and done so many times on my channel. I feel like, why do it again? Learn to Care Galapagos Pink Land Iguana. And then that's a Friday. And then that's Saturday. So in 2 weeks, we will be doing Zoo to Do North Carolina Zoo. Yeah, it's going to be, everything is just going to be a Thursday for the other channel. So if it's yellow, it's on a Thursday. And that's just the way it is. I need to figure out why exactly we are not getting people in live for this channel. Maybe it's the niche. I don't know. But I would say if you're in this channel and you don't want to come in for the my collection videos or topics, come in for the conservation spotlights. Now they are sort of a blend of my learn to care videos, but they are a little bit different. I have no idea. I don't watch TV. I really don't. I watch Roku. For what it's worth. I'd ask if there were questions, but really this topic really doesn't have reason to have topics or questions because it just doesn't. I don't think I need. Make sure that I didn't miss any comments. No, just a like, and I don't know who liked it, so I'm not going to worry about it. I am actually probably going to end it here. Yeah, that too. I am going to end it here simply because I've done what I need to do, but also because I have videos that I need to film so that there are videos for next week and the rest of this week. So I will talk to everybody later. If you are in Florida and you're seeing this, please, please be safe. Bad stuff coming if it hasn't already hit. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.